Hi there! Welcome to the Manja Kitchen. I'm Suze Montgomery, and this is not a traditional cooking show. I am not going to be preparing the food for you to watch, but at the end of the segment, it's going to have a list of what the ingredients are on the particular recipes I'm talking about and how you can do it at home. Today I'm doing some hacks. Now, if you don't know what hacks are, let me explain it pretty as simply as I can. Hack is a shortcut to making a recipe. In other words, traditional ways like my French cuisine, which I was taught by French and German chefs how to cook. Now, they were very precise. Everything had to be exactly perfect. This is not perfect. But these are hacks which taking maybe a recipe that you know or have made before in the past and making it so simple that you could do it yourself in under 15-20 minutes. And I think that's what the way we cook today, and that's the way we like to eat. We don't have these 17-course meals anymore with appropriate wines. We're looking for fast, get in, get out, and make it good. But using good quality ingredients is the thing that I do stick to. I like to use all different cuisines and make all cuisines. And today we're talking about a hack, which is, like I said, a shortcut. But the hack today is I'm making potato chips. Now, I know this sounds goofy. You can go buy a bag of potato chips. In fact, here's a bag, right? These are cheapy potato chips from the Smart and Final store here locally in town. I think I paid $2.99 for the party size. Don't read the ingredients, you'd probably shriek in horror and your cardiologist would fire you. But what I like to do is make a hack out of the potato chips from this bag. So what I've managed to do over a period of time, like my kids like the way I make these, is I'll make different types of seasoning. So you buy the cheapest ones you can, the ones with the wavy thing on the bag. They've got the ridges. And what you do is you bring them home and you put them on a cookie sheet or a sheet pan with a parchment or something like that, or foil, and put them in the oven for about 325 degrees or whatever. I think it's 325. And you get them hot. What that does is releases the oils the potato chips have been fried in. There's salt on them already. And then you put on the appropriate seasonings. Now, I make all kinds of seasonings. I made this one, our camera guy right there, Rich is behind the camera. I made this one from a spice that he brought back from, where'd you bring it back from? Slovakia? I don't know.
Czech Republic.
Czech Republic, close enough. This is barbecued potato chips because this is using paprika, but not typical deviled egg paprika. This is smoked paprika, which is a smoky taste. Now, like in a chipotle, which is a smoked jalapeno, what they do with jalapenos, they do actually smoke them over a fire of birch wood. But this is a different type of paprika, which has the flavor. It's real flavoring, it's not artificial flavoring. And on these, I did something a little different. So and when you use a seasoning like this, you actually mix a little bit of salt, a little bit of sugar, because the sugar is going to counteract the salt, the sodium in it, and then you put in some other spices. And you mix the seasoning mix, and you put it on the hot chips that just came out of your oven, and they stick to it. And this, you can tell these, barbecues are my favorite. I mean, if I had to choose with just one potato chip the rest of my life, it'd be barbecued. I just happen to love barbecue. And these are heavily seasoned, and they're pretty yummy. These are my faves. But I also made another chip. I made, this one is sour cream and onion and dill. Now you see the little green flecks in here? That's dill weed. And also again is a little bit of sugar to counteract the sodium balance, and the dill weed, and a little onion powder, a little bit of garlic powder. And now that you probably have all this stuff in your kitchen, there's no reason to go out and buy anything. But this will jack up or hack up a normal bag of potato chips that you could buy for $2.99 with no seasoning, and you can make your own because you have the stuff at home, and it's cheap, it's easy, and infinitely a better taste. Because one thing that annoys me is you go through the bag of potato chips, I don't know about you, but this is my hack. I look in the side of the bag of potato chips and I look for the one with the most seasoning. I think most people do that because they're looking for the most flavor that they can get. So these, you can see the seasoning on this one. It's pretty heavily seasoned. This is the whole thing: sour cream, onion, and a little bit of dill, and a little bit of sugar. So this is hack number 2 on potato chip hack. Third one was, now this is what I was looking for. And I'm not sure I really nailed it, but I'm going to be working on this a little bit more. This one is Kettle Corn Potato Chips. So this is sweet. It's got a little bit of a the back flavor on the back end is allspice. Very, very little. It's so subtle you can barely taste it, but you know you like it. So this is kettle corn, and again, the flavoring goes right on at the hot potato chips. Now I'm also working on this one, and we'll do this one on a future show. My daughter likes these chips from New Orleans called Zaps. They are called Voodoo Chips, and they're spicy, so probably cayenne, probably onion and garlic powder as well, a little bit of dill. I think Old Bay seasoning is in there to give it mouthfeel, and I think that's what I, just kind of tasted. So what I did, she's ordering a whole case of these chips, by the way. Oh my God, 24 bags of chips. But I'm going to dissect them, and at a later date, we'll do a show and we'll do voodoo chips. They're expensive when you buy them, and you can't buy them locally. You can only buy them from the manufacturer in New Orleans. They're the only people that sell them. And that recipe was actually an accident. Somebody spilled all the spices into a vat of freshly made chips, and they made voodoo chips. They've got all kinds of cute little graphics on the outside of them, but I'm going to make that one. And then I think we can do that, like I said, on a future show. So potato chip hacks, easy enough for you to accomplish. You can do it at home. You've got everything in your pantry. Nothing you need to go out but to buy is a big bag of these cheapy chips. I almost said something else. Cheapy chips at the grocery store, and just heat them up until they reach a certain temperature, and then dump the seasoning in it and just keep turning them in a big mixing bowl, and you've got a potato chip hack. So we're going to be doing more hacks on the show. I think hacks are probably one of the favorite things I get to do because it's creative for me. It's not a simple recipe that anybody can read a recipe, because all of you that are watching this show, I'm sure you can cook. There's not a lot of people that don't cook anymore, especially with the times we're living in. I mean, you can make a grilled cheese, right? So if you can make grilled cheese, you can do these chips, that's for sure. But you can also do some other hacks. But I want to save time for you in the kitchen, and I want it to be tasty, and I want you to really enjoy what you make and share it with your friends, family, and just eat the whole bag, which I do. And now I don't have to search through the whole bag of my barbecue potato chips anymore, finding the one that was the most seasoned, because here it is. And thanks to Rich, we have barbecue potato chips with smoked paprika. You're going to love this one. Try it. I'm glad you joined us. We'll be back again. You're going to reach for one, get one. Get one. They're all pretty heavily seasoned. I'm going to grab one. They're good. Aren't those good? Can you taste the sugar? Mmm.